Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam Krishna Damodharam Vasudevam Bhaje.
He said something very beautiful to the devotees in spring. Well, he didn't say to them. He was in his bungalow with me, and he was feeling very sick. And he said he was really sick. Because, when he gives us darshan, or when you see him rubbing somebody, or you see him doing something with somebody, he's taking karma from them. He's helping them to become greater souls. Well, the souls are great, but he's helping them to realize it and to lift the negativity from them and stuff. And he was really sick after a long Christmas, and I said to him, he said, should I go into the satsang? I said, you don't have to go into the satsang. You've given them so much over Christmas already. And he says, I don't have to, but I want to, because I love my devotees. And from January the 1st, he started coming down with all the residents, because he actually never spends time with the residents, believe it or not. If you come on a trip to South Africa with him as a resident, you spend more time with him here than you do in spring. Swami Chakra can attest that. Guruji never comes down, and people have been there. And from January the 1st, he started spending time with the residents and giving them satsang every single night for 30 minutes to be with them. Because the residents, as he said at the Christmas time, our job is just to serve. We don't exist. It's not about us, it's about serving the Vaishnava devotees that come there. And before every single satsang, also last year and this year, he has started saying certain prayers. And it would be good if you guys start to learn the prayers. The prayers are in the chapter 2 introduction. That's why I'm sitting with Pete here. And he's saying them now before every single satsang and before everything that he does. So it's good if you learn these prayers and understand what they mean, because they have deep significance. And this is part of Guruji's repertoire moving forward. And we'll say the prayers quickly, and then we'll continue. Ajnana timirandasya ganajana shalakaya chakshurunmelitam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. And here, Guruji said many times that knowledge is not knowledge that you read in a book. Knowledge is a deep understanding that the Sadguru gives you. It's a deepness that comes from the soul. We spend many times, a lot of time with great jnanis in Vrindavan and stuff, and these Vaishnavas can recite the Gita inside out. They can tell you verse by verse, even the Bhagavatam, etc., etc. But they cannot comprehend who Guruji is, because they don't have that knowledge of the soul. They have the book knowledge, but that's it. They don't have the knowledge of the soul that a true bhakta has. Because a bhakta, he might know this, but it's not important to him. What's important to a bhakta is service to the Guru, service to God. And that supersedes everything. And this is why they can't understand Guruji, because bhakti is love. And when you have knowledge of a book, it's devoid of love. And I've seen it in their faces when they come face to face with Guruji. They can't fathom him, they can't comprehend him. It's like they're holding something and they just don't know what it is. In order for bhakti to flourish inside of us, we have devotion for everything in life, everything we do. You have a devotion for your car, you have a devotion for your wife, you have a devotion for this, you have a devotion for that. But there's one thing here that this verse says. It's about the relationship with God. It's about the relationship with your Sadguru. Without the relationship, bhakti cannot flourish inside of you. And bhakti is everything to us. How many of you can say you cultivate a relationship with God and Guru every single day? Yeah? If you can truly say that every single day you work on the relationship with God and Guru, you are attaining bhakti. Without that relationship, how can you know God? How can you know the Guru? And this relationship is not bound by the closeness of the disciple to the Guru, or the closeness of the disciple to God. It's about how much you love, how much prem you have for Guru, and how much prem you have for God. I can guarantee you, as I have lunch with Guruji, he's just as close to you as he is to me. Just because I sit with him every single day doesn't make him closer to me than he is to you. That's not how it works. There's a beautiful story where Garuda was sitting down one day, and the sage approached him and said to him, "You know, Lord Garuda, I offer obeisances and glories to you, because how lucky are you that Narayan sits on your back? How lucky are you that Narayan's footprints are eternally on your back? You're his Vahan, you're his vehicle. He sits with you, you get to be with him." And Garuda, he thanked the sage, but he said, how lucky is the devotee of God, because God is eternally seated in his heart. So distance doesn't make a difference how close you are to Guru and God. The love that you have in wanting to cultivate a relationship with God determines how close he is to you. He's permanently in your heart. And when you cultivate that relationship to him, you start cleaning the mirror, the glass. Right now it's dirty. When you clean the glass, you can start to see God shining through you. The relationship with God is very important.